Well, aloha! It's Friday here in Southern California. Well, this is Jamie Barber from Jamie Barber Homes saying aloha! It's Friday. So it's going to be a beautiful weekend. So get out and look at homes. Um, it should be gorgeous. Not like the last few weekends where it was beautiful during the weekend. It rained on the weekends. What was that all about? But it's going to be beautiful this weekend. So let's make sure you get out there and look at homes if you're looking. So let's talk about, is it getting more affordable to buy a home? You know, over the past year or so, a lot of people have been talking about how tough it is to buy a home. While there's no arguing, affordability is still tight. There are signs it's starting to get a bit better and may improve even though throughout the year. Now, Elijah De La Campa, senior economist at Redfin, says we're slowly climbing our way out of an affordability hole, but we have a long way to go. Rates have come down from their peak and are expected to fall again by the end of the year. We'll talk about that later, which should make home buying a little more affordable and incentivize buyers to come off the sidelines. Now, let's look at the latest data for the three biggest factors that affect home affordability: mortgage rates, home prices, and your wages. Now, mortgage rates. Mortgage rates have been volatile this year, bouncing around in the upper 6 to low 7%. That's quite a bit higher than they were a couple of years ago. But there's a silver lining of good news. Despite the recent volatility, rates are still lower than they were last fall when they reached nearly 8%. On top of that, most experts say they'll come down over the course of the year. Now, a recent article from Bright MLS explained, expect rates to come down in the second half of 2024, but still remain above the 6%. Even a modest drop in rates will bring both more buyers and more sellers in the markets. Any drop in rates can make a difference to you. Okay, so now let's talk the truth. So earlier this week, and actually I think a couple of days ago, Jerome Powell at the Fed said originally there was a rumor that there were going to be 3 rate drops by the Fed later this year. But as we all know, the inflation rate did not drop as far as the Fed would like it to. And so Jerome Powell said those rumors of him dropping the Fed rate may not happen this year. They may not stop dropping rates until 2025. Now, that's not the best news for mortgage rates. Matter of fact, I think the mortgage rates went up a little bit today. So we're now into the low 7s. And if you're going to get a jumbo loan, you're into the mid to higher 7s. So not what those guys were telling us a week ago, but that's the truth now. So really the expectation is I don't think the rates are going to drop towards the end of this year. I think it's going to be after the election and then the start of next year. But you can never tell, you know? You can only control what you can control. Now, the next thing for affordability is home prices. That's the second big factor. And most experts project they'll keep going up this year. They almost always go up, but at a more normal pace. That's because there are more homes on the market this year, but still not enough inventory for everyone who wants to buy one. These forecasts are actually good news for you because it means the prices aren't likely to shoot up sky high like they did during the pandemic. That doesn't mean they're going to fall. They're just going to raise at a slower rate. Now, the average over time is homes increased by 4%. So let's keep our fingers crossed. And wages. One factor helping affordability right now is the fact that wages are rising. Wages, if you look at, wages are jumping at a higher rate than they have ever before right now. Here's how that helps you. If your income is increased, it's easier to afford a home because you don't have to spend as big of a percentage of your paycheck on your monthly mortgage payment. And that's what they'll be looking at. So what's the bottom line? If you stack these factors up, you'll see mortgage rates are still lower than they were last year. Home prices are going up at a more moderate pace, and wages are growing quicker than normal. These trends are a good sign for you to afford a home. Now, our inventory is still low, and I'm personally working at it, trying to find people to sell their homes. And if you are interested in selling your home, it's a good time to do it. Remember, there's a lot of people out there looking, and they don't have the homes to buy. Well, if you want to buy, talk to me. I've got great lenders that can help us. So give me a holler, Jamie at Jamie Barber Homes. My contact information will be in the comments. And remember, it's Aloha Friday. No work till Monday. Well, unless you're in retail sales, you're in hospitality, or you're a realtor, then we're working this weekend. Get out and look at some homes. It's going to be a beautiful weekend. And go Dodgers. All right, guys. I'll talk to you next week. Have a good weekend. Enjoy the weather. Aloha.